We'll put this just before the credits, the bit that nobody really wants to hear, but we put in to make it seem real.
It seems
Well,
real.
Oh god, that chicken just got hit by a car.
What the
Ouch.
fuck, Pesky?
And there's the name of our show.
That chicken got hit by a car.
That poor
I
little
don't know.
chicken.
We're off to a
Hello,
grand start.
and welcome to Avordai's Mom's Podcast.
Really?
Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Pesky approved.
Okay then.
Cool.
I guess that's how we'll start then. We already started, by the way. That was my intro. Avordai's Mom's Podcast.
We started.
Very unprofessional, whatever.
Oh well.
All right.
It's not like we're going for professional here.
All right. So that's our first thing. What are we gonna name the podcast, lads?
Pace Lobster.
What?
Pace Lobster.
No,
I don't
no,
even know
no.
what that is.
I'm
Neither do
sorry, but keep that away from me. I don't know what it is, but it sounds disgusting.
I think you're just overreacting, Avordai.
Hey, someone has to.
Fajita
I thought you
of
liked
the
seafood,
Spilled
Avordai.
Wombat.
Spilled Wombat?
Spilled Wombat.
No. Next one.
I don't know what that even would be.
I'm
Oh, it
literally on
looked
a
like-
random name generator for like bands and stuff, and I'm just reading out the best ones that have come up. Booze Spooge.
No. No.
So it's like Rivaldi's Friday Night.
no.
Atomic Intoxication.
Uh,
Yeah, we definitely should have thought a name pre-hitting record.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
This is part of the fun.
I've gone to a random band name generator as well. I put the word podcast in. Today of the podcast chicken.
Podcast
person-
chicken.
Today of the
Oh,
podcast
this is a good
chicken.
one. Proximity of arguing.
Podcast hotline. Which randoms will like that one?
Podcast
Is-
hotline.
Would that even is that taken?
That's
I don't
probably
know.
taken.
Podcast
be-
hotline.
Oh
That-
my
Pro-
god,
it's probably a
that's-
podcast
that can
about
be the name of the
podcasts.
podcast. Is that taken?
Is that taken?
Or is this
I-
name taken?
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
Long periods of silence every
That
once
gets
in a
my
while as
vote.
well.
I was
Is his name
contemplating.
taken?
Necrotic Inspector.
No.
No, we've
No.
already got people for that.
Halloween was yesterday.
I think we should stop with that random name generator.
What? So
For the
you're not
time being.
you're not interested in Fetus of the Illegible Mind?
I don't even know what that is.
Come on, educate
Well.
yourself, Pesky.
Oh,
What you see?
that's how
that-
it's gonna be.
That
I read
is
many
I don't
books
know.
about the
How
fetus
about
of the
this?
Illegible
Mayo
Mind.
of the Slaughter.
Mayo of the Slaughter.
Why Mayo?
How many of these bands would you see if you saw these names on a poster?
A few. Actually, no, none of them. Fuck that.
Dude, are you going to the Scheme of Positive Toad gig?
No.
No.
No,
What?
nobody's going to that.
No one's ever gonna go to that.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go and see Pragmatic Disease?
I don't think that would
No.
work
I
either.
think that would be an interesting band to go see. I feel like they'd be playing it up quite a bit.
Honestly, they
feel
probably
like that
have
would be
half
a-
of these in California.
That would probably be a heavy metal band, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
They probably have half
No,
of these
it's
in
gonna be a
California.
band that
Just walk
sings
out the door.
blues.
Probably.
I have to
There was a.
Halo
I was
Friends.
watching
Welcome back.
an
We already started
unspecified
stuff.
gaming show
We
on
did.
YouTube the other day, and they were reading out names on a poster for different bands, and it was like it's all these weird metal, like post-punk sort of bands, and the headline act at the bottom of the poster was Betty White Titfuck.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh my.
Well,
Can we get Dilly onto this section?
What did you say, Averdine?
Do you want to try
Fine,
that
you gotta
again
set the
with
bar low.
English and words?
You have to
Wait,
set the
low?
bar really low.
Yeah. So it's
I
fine.
mean,
Like,
If
Pesky
you have,
and I are
if
in
you have no
here.
expectations, you can't be disappointed.
Well, Pesky and I are in here, so I mean, the bar is already on the ground. At this
Yeah.
point, you're looking at burying it.
somebody needs to start digging.
The
Or
bar's
some-
so far down. We've sent James Cameron.
Yeah, I was about to say we have
Ouch.
summoned James Cameron to go get the bar.
We
Fun-
have.
Wow.
fun fact,
Magical.
I did some work for him.
Yeah.
I still want to punch you for that.
So do I.
You,
Well,
Well-
jealous of Vivaldi.
Right, shall we move on to some actually usable content?
Yeah, let's move on.
I'm pretty sure this is
We're not getting rid of that. That was the intro. That was the intro.
This
That's-
entire
That
thing was the
5-minute
intro.
train wreck. Alright. I guess we'll start with the first thing we'll talk about. And
Yep.
This is a podcast primarily dedicated, of course, to the buying and selling of antique furniture. I mean, video games. So
Antique
And
video
then-
games.
Well, if you're
Originally
a hipster,
made by cavemen.
I mean, if you're a hipster, then they're one and the same. But we don't like
Antique
hipsters
furniture.
here. Well, antique furniture and video games.
All right then. Yeah, I guess we said we weren't gonna do your favorite video game. So your favorite video game from a given podcast. So let's start with RPGs, I suppose.
In genre?
Oh fuck. Given genre, yes.
So start with
Let's-
RPGs.
Let's start with RPGs. Yeah.
Just go down the list, Pesky.
Go down the list, Pesky on.
Why am I suddenly the first one?
Because we're in
it
alphabetical
came
thinking-
to me
order, that's
in
why.
alphabetical order.
But
And you
Time
decided
Speaking
to call
Storm's
yourself
the first
a
one.
pesky alien.
No, we're going
Wait. Oh,
alphabetical order.
okay.
Accept it, Pesky.
I don't wanna.
Because
Accept it.
everyone's going. We haven't
It's a
told
very
everyone
hard
our names
question.
yet, and we've told
Yes, alphabetical order.
everyone
We'll go
says his name is
Pesky and then
Pesky.
Volt. That's alphabetical order.
Oh,
You're doing that alphabetical order.
You know, I think I'd have to say Mass Effect. The first one. I really
See-
liked the first one.
I
No.
only hear negative things about the first one because it was the only one with the Mako in it.
I never
But I really
If you
like the
take
first
out
one.
if you take out the Mako,
I like the Mako.
yeah, well, you're a goddamn communist, so
Don't you can't say that.
I just
Because
So-
I like vehicles in video games. You can't call me a communist.
I'm not saying you can't like vehicles in video games. I'm just saying the Mako was a terrible idea,
It was
Just
fun
like
to bounce
communism.
around on things.
just like communism.
Who
I
said
Therefore,
really
you're a
want to become
communist.
the most unpopular person in this podcast and say that I've never played any Mass Effect game.
Okay.
I've only
Hmm.
played one of them, so I'm not too far off from you, Volt.
You're not
Okay.
liked. Not
Pesky,
liked at all.
sum up why you like Mass Effect in like less than like 50 words.
Can I do 51?
Yes.
Did somebody else count? Because I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
but somebody will edit in a word count after this.
Right.
I'll count as we go. I'm good at this. Go on.
If you count out loud, I'm gonna punch you through the computer.
No, I'm gonna count in my head. Don't worry.
Right.
Go on.
I just like the
42.
And you got the meaning of life as well.
Okay.
God,
Okay.
Oh.
man,
Okay.
he's good.
Good job.
Oh,
Fantastic.
podcast over.
Oh.
Go on then.
Roll credits.
Yeah, it's just the overall story was fantastic, and I
43.
liked how open it was. And I'm gonna punch you in the dick. And
I don't
yeah,
remember
just-
that bit.
I actually really liked the combat and the items and everything in it. Like I was really disappointed when they took away all the different armors and customizations and stuff in the second one.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, and the second one, your armor didn't really matter
No,
that
it
much.
really didn't. Like the
It was all
first one.
cosmetic.
The first one was great because yeah, it actually felt like an RPG.
Yeah.
The second one, like it was more. I want to say almost like Battlefield-esque in a way.
It was more EA'd,
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
more EA'd.
which is a verb.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it now?
EA is a verb.
That was an
Verb.
adjective.
Definition: when EA gets a hold of something and turns it into microtransactions.
EA microtransactions.
Sounds about right.
EA,
All right.
you don't want it good, we just want it fast.
All right, so Pesky was Mass Effect. Alphabetical order. Volt, you're up next.
What?
Yeah, go on.
Yep, that's
Is
alphabet.
this
Favorite
is this
RPG?
the Wookiee alphabet?
Yeah, favorite RPG. Go on.
It's got to be KOTOR 2.
Ooh.
Good choice.
Good.
I never
one.
played 2. I only played 1.
So
I never played
see,
2 either.
When I
That-
originally played 2 was before I was able to get any of the fixes for it, so I never really played through it.
does that mean I have to choose a different answer? 'Cause you
Oh
can't
no,
go
no,
by-
that's
No.
fine.
Yeah.
See, the thing about that is though, like I played KOTOR 1 when I was a bit younger, and when I played it, it was still an age my mother like was controlling what video games I play, and so she came into the room, and I was on that mission where everyone gets drunk and goes to sleep, like on the floor, like they pass out on the floor, and
Oh,
she came in
okay.
and she saw that. It's like on the first planet, I think, so it's not
Yeah.
a huge spoiler. And she saw that, and she was just like, "What is that?" And I said, "They're drunk." Wait, no, they're not. They're just sleeping. And she's like, "No, you can't play this anymore. There's too much alcohol in it."
What?
Oh.
This game has too much of a high alcohol content for you to play.
Yeah.
Storm,
Not until you're
was
21.
Was this also during your You're effing. What is the word?
We're not
Your
going to go
reli-
into this.
Your,
We're not
your
going to go
religious
into my
times.
religious past. Those were dark times. The Middle Ages.
Dark times
Those
indeed.
were
You lived through the Dark Ages.
times.
How old are
Okay. Why do you like KOTOR 2 then, Volt?
you? Because it's probably arguably the best Star Wars game ever made. Like for one, it's Star Wars. Like you can't really go wrong with a Star Wars game. It's very hard to take Star Wars and make it bad. We're not mentioning the prequels here, so shut up.
I don't
It's just
consider
great
those Star
story,
Wars.
enjoyable combat, and if it wasn't for KOTOR 2, we wouldn't have Star Wars: The Republic, and I wouldn't have met you guys.
That's a good point.
Fair enough.
Aww.
Nice and
I'm
romantic.
getting soppy in the
Cheers.
first 20 minutes.
Aw.
Ah, Avordai?
Mine would be Fallout 3.
This alphabet goes PVA.
There was no hesitation in that.
There was
What?
not.
PVA, yeah. Avordai?
Fallout 3, just immediate, yeah. Well, because it's amazing. It's awesome. Post-apocalyptic.
gonna-
Can't go wrong with that.
I still need to
Well,
play
if
through
that was-
Fallout 3.
I've not played any Fallout games either.
What differentiates it, though,
I don't
Avordai?
know you anymore.
What
I own them
differentiates it,
all. I
Avordai?
bought
'Cause if
them
you say,
all in
you
the
just-
Steam seasonal sales, just to like say, yeah, I've got them, and then people are like, oh, you need to complete them. How long do they take? About 70 hours. I'm like, I have not
you
got
should
that kind
you should
of time.
do the whole of Fallout 3 on the podcast live. Go.
Oh god.
I'm gonna start.
Why Avordai though? 'Cause if you just say post-apocalyptic, I could just say, well, Mad Max is better. So you have to come up with a better reason than that.
Oh no, I just like the gameplay and then the fact that I can do whatever I feel like doing at any time.
All you had to say was 2 words.
Oh,
Liam
well,
Neeson.
Well, no.
Liam
Yes.
Neeson is your father.
No.
And if you go as a black guy, he's Black Liam Neeson.
Really?
Yeah,
That is that a thing?
Yeah, because it changes his hair color and his
Does
what
it
is his
really?
face color.
That is great.
I think I need to play this again. I've never seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. There's actually a legit Black Liam Neeson in the game?
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's just his voice, isn't it? Like they don't
it's
like
the
they don't
same
lower
voice.
the tone to black him up or anything.
Nah, it's the exact same. They don't make him more urban, though.
Well then.
That's about as bad
Just
as
like
trying
that.
to,
Happy
Just
birthday.
like
use that
that.
brown
Here's
face.
your
Like
You
that, you
got
fall down a
racist.
hole. All right.
We are so terrible.
Well,
Amateur 15.
Alright.
Here's your Pip Boy and your Air Jordans.
Alright, who's up next in the list? Scott. Scott, you're up next.
Oh, I was looking through my Steam library trying to find a game that encompasses who I am at the core, and I found it.
oh god.
Okay, it's gonna be great.
Cooking Mama.
No.
Goat Simulator.
Overlord 2.
Ooh, I forgot about
Overlord
this
2
game.
was pretty good.
Overlord 2, I feel, is probably by and large one of my most favorite RPGs.
I think the one thing I'm learning from this podcast is there are too many games on Steam. Because all the ones that have been said I've not played yet.
Vault, man, you need to catch up to the times, man. We're tired of telling
Well,
you this.
I
Avordai.
do have 435 games, so
Avordai, I'm
Hell.
taking a step back in time with Overlord 2.
Yeah,
and- Storm, to answer your unasked questions why I enjoy it, there are no other games I can take my own personal army of midgets that are simultaneously poisoned, on fire, carrying clubs, and direct them to beat the hell out of children. I mean,
See, I've never played this game. It looks good. It's only $2.49 on Steam right now.
as a quick note, this podcast does not support child abuse.
no.
Gotta make that clear. We're also
I
not
thought I
racist,
should
Oh,
throw
promise.
wait,
that out
we are
there.
completely pro midget army.
Well, I was,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna make the remark that Scott's favorite shooter would be Custer's Revenge, but
Oh God,
No.
no!
I mean,
He actually said I mean. Did you actually
accurate?
said I mean?
accurate, Storm? I
Oh,
mean,
dear.
God.
And it begins.
I don't think it ever
good,
ended.
Good.
Rivaldi, it will never end with me.
I think this
No.
podcast every so often, like we're gonna start with like Peggy 3, and then somebody's gonna say something, and we're gonna go Peggy 12.
Oh, we're not gonna skip from 3 to 12. We're gonna go straight to an R rating.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 21. All right.
Peggy
Uh,
80.
Yours was Overlord 2, Scott. For midgets riding
Next
into battle.
would be Storm.
Rivaldi.
Yeah, you haven't been paying attention to the
Storm,
alphabet,
you need
Pesky.
to learn the
Yeah.
alphabet.
Obviously, it goes P, V, A, S, and then Rivaldi, which is R, and then me, which is amazing.
Oh, that's how this works.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So someone
Right.
slap Storm for me.
Go on then, Rivaldi.
Okay,
Favorite RPG.
it'd probably have to be Dragon's Dogma.
See, Latrans talks about that all the time, but I've never seen anything for it.
Never
I
heard
don't
of
know,
it.
I picked it up way like when it first came out, and I don't know. I just really enjoyed it for the fact that you could go around and be like, "Oh, look, there's a chimera over there. I'm gonna go cut its heads off." And
Its heads?
Yeah,
See, I've heard really good things about it, but I never really played it. It's one of those more obscure games, though, so like you don't hear about it as often.
I got
True.
a friend who studies game development. He's currently doing a PhD actually in games design, and he loves that game. So if he's doing a PhD and he loves it, they must be doing something right.
Or something very wrong, but everyone approves.
Yeah.
So he's Donald
And we're
Trump.
back to EA again.
I think it's always gonna go back to E EA.
Yep.
It's good. Just continuously spiral. It's the circle of life.
Now,
Don't you start.
Circle
No.
of microtransactions.
Circle of
There you
microtransactions.
Origin, it's our own Steam, but you're not invited.
Ah.
I approve.
Totally.
That.
Alright, I guess mine then.
Yep.
Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Ooh, good choice.
Because that game is so good at
Somebody's so happy with that they started fapping.
Good job,
That was
Avordai. Thank you.
Right.
Just an amazing round of applause from Avordai. Thank you. I just
approve.
love the atmosphere of it. It's like, it's not dystopian sci-fi. It's just kind of like, it's just future sci-fi, and it does something really interesting in a way that it's. See, I don't want to say it's racist because the whole thing is like, oh, racism is bad, but it's not a race. It's just it's like people who are unaugmented against people who are augmented.
Essentially racist.
If you count like having
It's an
robot
us
arms
and
as a
them
race.
story, isn't it?
You want
Yeah, it's
cyborgs?
like-
Because that's how you get cyborgs.
It's like humans.
I
It's
can
like
make a
humans being
cyborg.
afraid.
I mean,
It's like humans being afraid of
Hush,
change
Rivaldi.
and all. And then you get into the thing where it's like you have the whole humans shouldn't play God thing, and Icarus flew too close to the sun and all. It does it quite well.
Storm, do you want Terminators? This is how you get Terminators.
Ah, yes.
Well, Rivaldi's already helping build Skynet, so.
God damn it, Rivaldi.
Man.
Why do you have to ruin everything?
well, I'm helping.
That's
Robot Overlord.
All right, next genre,
well,
I
I'm
suppose.
helping.
Do you want the
Robot
Matrix?
Overlord.
Next
Yeah,
genre.
It'll work out fine.
Next genre, then we'll do everyone's favorite genre. What is your favorite racing game? I mean, racist game. I mean,
GTA
shooter.
5.
What's your favorite shooter?
Favorite shooter.
And a third person or first person. doesn't
What's my
matter.
favorite
Oh.
racist shooter?
Yes. Custer's Revenge.
What?
Custer's Revenge.
A new genre of games now.
All right, then
Racist
Pesky.
shooters.
Favorite
Or
shooter.
should we go backwards this time?
Let's go backwards.
You can
All right.
remember the order we did backwards.
I don't
in
know.
your
I'm
alphabet.
gonna go ahead and steal it. Mine's Arma 3.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed.
Looking at it now, I
I
have
would
550 hours on Arma Steam. Arma 3. There it is.
It's a very good game, but I would. I get it's a shooter because obviously it's got guns because it's an army.
Yeah,
game,
I
but
guess
would
it's kind
class
of
it as
kind of
more of an-
simulation.
Yeah,
It's more
like
of a
an army
simulation.
simulator, isn't it?
Should I come up with something else then?
No, it
It
has
fine.
guns in it.
We're gonna accept
But
that.
yeah,
I would say Dishonored, but I wouldn't say Dishonored's a shooter.
No.
No,
It's-
no.
No.
All right then. Who's
We
next?
just,
Then?
we just shut that
Rivaldi.
down completely.
yeah, it's my
Rivaldi.
turn next. For favorite shooter would
Yep.
probably be Time Splitters 2.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
Does that mean I have to change my answer?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, we
win.
haven't got enough content for you to have the same answer.
Do anything to say about it, or we just move on?
We can just move on. I mean, besides the fact that was a lot of fun, mostly in the multiplayer and the random ass characters they had.
Characters, the game modes.
Yeah.
Rivaldi, did you mess around with the map maker in it at all?
Yeah, I made a map. It was a hallway with a room at the end of it. One team spawned in the hallway that had 2 turrets in it, and then everyone else spawned in the room. So it really was just we're going to put a bunch of bots in here and see how many kills we can get in a half hour. We got like close to 2,000.
I did that, but mine was just a single room, like the 4x4 room, and the entire game mode was a free-for-all with like the max number of bots, 1-hit kill, and everybody had bricks.
Wasn't
I think I
it
had everyone start off with bricks in that thing as well.
wasn't it
Great.
it was the new Doom game, Pesky, you described its editor as looking like it.
Yep. From what I saw of it, the editor in the new Doom looks very similar to how the editor in Time Splitters worked.
It's very
That
simple.
would be nice. Yeah,
easy to
that
put together.
really was a simple.
Yeah, it was
Map
a
editor.
really smooth map maker. It was great.
So
I mean,
excited for
even
Doom.
doing like
Yes,
if you made your
yes.
own level or story level, it was pretty smooth and easy to do.
All right, who's up next?
Yeah.
Then? Scott.
Ooh, favorite shooter.
Yep. Custer's Revenge.
No.
No.
I would have to say Battlefield 3.
Not 4.
Not 4.
Not like 1942.
I say 3 for the one memory the 3 of us share.
Oh, that was fun.
Good times.
Who wants to tell that story?
That'd be Pesky. He tells it best.
Was this the Javelin?
The
The
javelin thing,
The
yeah.
Javelin Squad.
Good times. So we were on. I can never remember the map names, but
I
it
think
was one of the.
We were on Firestorm, and then we were on the one that had the really tall tower.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like one of the really big outdoor maps, and our team was just we were getting our asses kicked. Like we were not going to win this game, so we decide we're just going to be dicks about it. And let's see, Storm, you had the javelin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Storm had a javelin launcher.
That was the only class I played.
Yeah, he got the javelin launcher. Scott picked
It was
sniper,
recon.
right?
Yeah, it was
he
recon, so I could run
he was-
around with the mobile painter.
Yeah, that's right. So we found this area that was like behind one of the bases, and it was like it was just this big like stone cliff. So we sat up
We could see like
behind it.
a good big chunk of the area with.
Yeah, I think we could see like 3/4 of the map from there.
Yeah.
So we set up on this spot, or I was support, so I had a saw and the ammo packs and everything, and they're sitting up there with the rocks. Storm's using Scott's using his painter, and he's just marking targets for the javelin, and Storm is basically. It reached the point where the enemy was not allowed to have any vehicles at all, because as soon as they brought them out, they'd get blown the hell up. And so a couple guys kind of started to figure out where we were, and I'd wind up mowing them down with the saw, and we were there for, what was it, like a good 15, 20 minutes or so, like
Yeah.
until the end of the match.
Because the thing was, they can't dodge it. Normally, if I just locked on, well, the javelin I don't think could lock onto aircraft by default.
Yeah, it could.
No,
Oh, could it?
Oh.
Well, normally they could just dump flares in the ditch until their flares recharge. But if Scott lays them first, they can't dodge the rocket. It just keeps following them.
yeah. So they weren't allowed to have any aircraft because everything was getting lased, and then Storm was shooting them all down. So it reached the point we're up there doing that long enough that the enemy team dedicated, like, was it fully half of their team to come after us at once?
Like all of their pilots plus some extra guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
every single one of them came after us at once.
And like they'd try to like sneak in a gunship while we were in that firefight, and I just shoot it down. Scott kept it lased.
Yep, it was
Glorious.
great.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then Battlefield 4 came out.
All right. Avordai.
I'm gonna go with the boring response and say Call of Duty.
Which one?
You're one of those people.
Which one though?
Oh, it's like the first shooter I started out with when I was little.
Which Call of Duty though?
I would say Black Ops.
Mm,
Eh.
Black
See,
Ops
I
is your
played a
first Call of
teeny
Duty.
bit of Black Ops 2, and that's the only one I played.
I played like every single one since War, and I liked every single one except for like Ghosts.
I heard that new one was okay. The
Black
kind
Ops
of
3?
futuristic one. No, the
Advanced
futuristic one.
Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, that.
I
Tom Clancy's Advanced Warfare.
I know like a friend of mine who didn't like it because of the jump jets. That's what pretty much the
It had like
exoskeletons are.
lock-on grenades or something.
I thought those
That
made
was
it
only
better.
a single player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought the jump jets made that better.
It was fun, but it's like this. I guess he was like he's an old COD pro. Like he's fanboy. Of
No,
it,
no,
and
no,
he's
no,
like,
no. Let me stop you there. There are no pros at Call of Duty.
Oh,
Nope.
okay, never mind. That's what
Did
he
you ever
called
try
himself.
Titanfall, Avordai? It's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Titanfall
no.
is amazing.
Titanfall was a bit different. It's awesome.
All right then, Volt.
It's got to be CS:GO.
Oh,
I knew it.
Good
my brother
choice.
plays that semi-professionally, but I could never get into it.
I currently have 1,200 hours in CS:GO since release.
Wow, that's
I
Damn.
get my
Fun.
teeth kicked
You even
in
have
every
a
time I
life?
try.
No, pretty much.
Oh,
I
okay.
I'm in college 2
I'm
days a
sorry.
week. The rest
makes
of
me
it's
feel
Counter
bad,
Strike.
Avordai.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's a burrito.
Dick.
I mean, that
Yeah,
could be inside the
CS:GO
burrito.
especially. It did what Valve wanted it to do, even though it had a rocky start, but it has very much combined the old hatred between the Source people and the 1.6 people, and it's become probably the biggest FPS in esports at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, it's kind of a good description of it. I don't think there's anything that has a bigger competitive scene.
yeah, I'd
League
be
of
hard
Legends?
pressed to. Well, if you
Well,
go
not
esports in
shooter
total, yeah, I was
competitive
gonna say
scene.
shooter wise.
Oh, shooter wise, no. I'm pretty sure Counter Strike's the top.
Like Dota and League have like fuck tons of things.
I
with
was
it,
gonna say
so.
League is probably the biggest out there, and then I would have to
Yeah.
say probably followed by StarCraft.
I don't know. Heroes of the Storm has also been making its way up.
I'd say
But
Dota would be
it's
second
making
though.
its way up. It's not
Yeah,
there
but
yet.
Heroes of the Storm is actually really good. Like
Yeah.
it fixes all the problems I have with that kind of game.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I
tried
heard the
out Heroes
opposite.
of the Storm yet.
I heard that Heroes of the Storm was terrible.
All right then. Last but not least, of course, Pesky.
Oh, didn't we go with?
Rivaldi.
I was first.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
has Rivaldi gone yet?
Yeah, I did Times
Oh.
Squares too.
yeah,
That's
that's
good.
right. I'm still mad at you for taking that.
Well, too bad.
All right, I think I'd have to go with probably Halo 2.
a
Ooh.
Xbox
It's
or
an
games
interesting
for
choice.
Windows?
Xbox, because that was Halo 2 was the game
Bee's
that
knees.
cemented my friendship with my 3 best friends. Like that
Us?
was our game. Like we'd spend entire weekends and be 4-player split screen online for like from 8 at night until like noon the next day, just straight. Those were some good times.
Back when
Ah,
right.
multiplayer had to be split screen, and everyone's at home now multiplayering with their
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
pre-internet days.
I'm actually kind of annoyed that I haven't played it yet. I think it's out, but
Yeah, it
Halo
is.
5, that's out now, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they remove the split screen from it? Like you can't split screen anymore?
I don't think so because I saw a split screen like single player. I think it's.
Oh.
Oh, it could be
Games
cool
seem to be
actually.
slowly phasing out split screen.
One of
Which
the
is
two.
annoying.
Well, there are still you still have a bunch of games out there that are couch co-op.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
there's
semi.
actually I forget what it's called, but there's one game that's like it's specifically designed for couch
Mario Party?
co-op. No. There's a shooter. There's a
It's a shooter.
shooter that's supposed to be played as like 4-player split screen. It's called like Don't Cheat or something like that. I
you're
forget.
talking about,
the one where everyone's invisible.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the game that you're
Screen
That
meant
game
to
would be
screen
so
peek.
much
The
fun to
entire
play.
the entire premise of the game is you screen peek each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of my fondest memories were playing Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 with my brother in my room on split screen. We do like the Galactic Conquest stuff.
Battlefront is an incredible game. I'm so looking. We need to do a podcast when Battlefront comes
Well,
out.
My
Yes.
next
Yep.
topic is going to be, what is your favorite upcoming game?
Battlefront.
Well,
Yeah,
oh,
you can't
that's
say-
hard.
You
That's
can't say
hard.
Battlefront and you can't say Fallout 4.
Wait, you cannot say Battlefront?
and you can't say Fallout 4.
You're
so what
a
is your
communist.
that's because we'd all say those two. So
Yeah, we're
besides
all-
the
Yeah.
two big ones, besides the two big ones that we obviously know you want, what are your favorite upcoming games besides that? Just to date the podcast, we're
World of
doing this
Warcraft Legion.
on November 1st,
Oh, good
2015.
choice.
So.
Mhm.
What
I
was
What
it?
is that?
World of Warcraft Legion.
Oh, fuck off.
I don't care what anyone says, this is going to be the best expansion since Wrath of the Lich King, which was the last very good expansion.
Thank you.
I did
Someone
really
said
like
it.
Wrath.
I've never played World of Warcraft, so
I already know what Pesky's
You're
gonna
not
say.
really missing anything.
I don't think that I am either.
I already know what
Um,
your Pesky's gonna say for the upcoming game.
Oh, what's that?
The Division.
Damn it, that was my
Yep.
answer.
That's mine. That's my
Well,
answer.
we
Alright,
can have
me and
multiples for
Pesky's
this.
gonna be having fun there.
I've been
Oh, we're all
excited about
playing
that
The
game
Division.
for like a year and a half now.
And ever since it was launched, I was like, yes, I can do yes.
Nobody
That
going
comes
to
out
say
in
the
March
Siege?
2016.
Well,
I looked at Siege, but it didn't really look very fun. Cause like I like the original Rainbow Six games, but like Pesky's the one that got me into the original Rainbow Six games. But
Rainbow Six Siege is actually it's very different, but it is still fun.
yeah, it's
Thing is,
it
I
didn't
know
look big
as
to me
far
To
though.
me, Siege was described as like, oh, it's like Counter-Strike but more tactical. And then I watched
That's
some
what
live
it
streams
looked
of the
like,
beta,
yeah.
and I was like, whoever said that hasn't played Counter-Strike before.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they
it's
meant that more
basically the
just
same
solely in terms of like the game modes, like disarm the bomb and or rescue the hostage,
Mm-hmm.
or just
Yeah, but
kill
Search and
everyone
Destroy
else.
does not make a game Counter-Strike.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. But it just kind of looked like it. Like when it first, I admit that when they were first airing the trailer at E3, when I didn't know what it was, I thought it was a next gen Counter Strike.
I wish it was an next-gen. I wish there was a next-gen Counter-Strike. Like, I can't help. As much as CS:GO is my favorite shooter, I can't help but feel it's sort of a placeholder until we wait for the next Source engine.
Yeah. I feel like they're never going to make another one though, because they can just milk CS:GO forever.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the nature of skins,
They can
and
just
that's League
make-
of Legends fault completely.
Make money off skins and hats from TF2.
TF2 Hat Simulator.
I don't know. Anyone else
That game
got
is
any?
still really fun though.
Yeah. Anyone else got any games you're looking forward to?
XCOM 2.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to too many games that are like in development. I don't.
You need
Wait,
to pay
wait,
attention to XCOM.
I got another answer.
I knew that
Yeah.
one was coming out.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky, yes.
That looks good.
Which
In
one?
terms of MMOs, I'm looking forward to Black Desert as well.
Yes, I've actually looking at the website from time to time. I kind of wish I have an alpha given to me. Alpha
But
game.
No Man's Sky is that one that kind of looks like Elite Dangerous, except like a way prettier.
And way better.
I can if you.
I don't know
It's
why I
on
would
Steam,
say
I
it.
think.
So nobody said Black Ops 3.
Nope.
Well, I already have a pre-purchase. I'm gonna like it, but
Wait,
Damn it,
it's
Avordai.
not what I'm.
Nobody said Just Cause 3.
Well,
Oh, Just Cause 3 looks good as well.
I couldn't get into those games.
I love Just Cause 2. The multiplayer for Just
I-
Cause 2 is bad.
I don't see how you couldn't.
I don't know.
It's literally just blow shit up.
I think it was the controls for it. Like it felt really wonky. I think that was just
the
the first one,
multiplayer
though.
mod is awesome though.
I don't. Hang on. Let
We
me.
should do that one day.
I think I
Yeah.
only have the first one.
No Man's Sky
Okay.
is on Steam, and it's
it is.
yeah, it's not available for pre-purchase yet, but it is on Steam. It's kind of
What
sitting
the
there.
hell they're trying to do?
I've got
They're
a
just
question
showing like,
for
hey,
everyone
this
now
is a
that
thing that's
we
eventually
didn't
going to be here.
we didn't plan this question, but it's just popped into my head thinking of these
Yeah.
games. But what is everyone's favorite dead game? So a game that's either not supported anymore or nobody plays.
Red Alert 3.
Star Wars Galaxies.
Star
Oh,
Wars
fuck
Dawn of
Galaxies.
Like,
Star Wars
fuck
Galaxies.
you for choosing that.
I gotta say Dawn of
I
War.
want to play Star Wars Galaxies again. The first Dawn of War?
Yep, the first one.
Yeah, the multiplayer for that was so fun though. I love base building RTS.
Can I choose a
I'm
game
still
that could've
convinced
came
we
out?
have to. We can find a way somehow to get the multiplayer working. There's
And
gotta
in
be
kind
something.
of the same vein, Star Wars Empire at Wars multiplayer was great.
I don't think
Um,
I ever did the multiplayer for that.
It was great. 'Cause you could do the Galactic Conquest, like the full-on everyone has their own planets thing.
Uh huh.
It was really good, especially with like
Probably
the
play that. We all
Zombie
have
Soldier
that
stuff.
game.
Oh, I
Yeah,
also
we'd have
missed
to like set
Planet
up
Side
Hamachi
1.
or something.
Oh, Planet
I thought
Side.
Planet Side 1 still had multiplayer.
No.
But it's basically dead now though because of
No one
Planet Side
plays
2
it.
being so massive.
The last thing they did for PlanetSide 1, I think, was when they introduced the Galaxy gunships.
I never played the first one.
Neither did I.
I feel like
I never played
played
the
it.
first one either, and I played up, which is weird because I played a whole bunch of the second one, but the second one just kind of went to a continuously pay-to-win thing in my mind.
Sort of.
It wasn't pay to win. Like it depends. Like people always say pay to win is a bad thing, but it's not. It depends what's more valuable to you, your time or your money. Because anything you can get with money, you can get if you spend enough time on the game. So if the game is worth the time to you, then it's worth paying the money for, or it's worth paying the time for. But either way, you're paying to win.
I
It just
suppose
depends
so.
what you're sort of paying with.
'Cause it's like that game does have some pay-to-win things. Like the maxes are blatantly a fact pay-to-win because the NC one, for the most part, you can just buy those big-ass shotguns, click in the general direction of the enemy, and the enemy dies in one hit.
Yeah, the NC ones are kind of ridiculous, but for the most part, that game isn't terribly pay to win because there's very
all the
few
vanilla guns are
guns
great.
on it that you can only get with real money. Most of the stuff you can get through the actual gameplay.
And the thing
Plus, all
is,
the vanilla guns you can use like infinitely because they're all pretty balanced.
Yeah, that's another thing is nothing is terribly overpowered except those fucking NC. You know.
those guns where you only have to pay real money, there's like a non-real money variant.
Yeah.
Because most of them
Yeah.
are just like different colored.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. Shit. What are we gonna do next then? I suppose we could do another genre then, if you like.
Yeah, we could.
All right. What do you guys think of indie games then?
Oh.
You know what indie game means, I assume, for the definition.
Yeah.
What's your favorite indie game then? It's not my favorite because we're gonna go down the line again. But I was looking at. I don't know if anyone's played it. So this is just a side thing before we get into it. I was looking at. Has anyone played Soma yet?
No.
I've
I've
looked into it,
seen
though.
Let's Play. I've seen a Let's Play.
Yeah, I've
game
watched a
looks
couple
so good.
people playing it.
That
and
game is good.
It looks awesome.
It looks awesome, but I feel like the monster is entirely unnecessary.
You're just scared of it.
Yes. Okay. So it's like one day after Halloween, so we'll do horror next. But yeah, indie games, guys. Let's go down the line. In actual TeamSpeak order this time, I suppose, but reverse. So Volt.
I don't know. You probably won't count this. Everyone's gonna go with saying this, but could we count Minecraft?
Yeah, sure.
Technically, I think it. Well, it started off as an indie game at least.
Yeah, it started
Yeah.
off that way. It sort of, it has exploded.
It has exploded,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's the
Hello?
staple of a good
Explode
indie
is now a word.
Yeah, it's
Still
exploded.
stealing your
the
answers
passive
We have
after that.
added it to the
of
dictionary.
explode is explode. Yeah, I mean Minecraft. It's one of those games that started indie. It's like it is the success story as far as indie games go.
Yeah.
It also
And
did
it is
spawn
just
like a whole
fantastic.
bunch of
Somebody
copies.
decided. Somebody just turned around one day and was like, "Lego's really good. Let's monetize that."
Yeah.
And then they made a fantastic game with. They just took Lego and added spiders, zombies, and pigs.
Enderman.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the
that's
mod
that spawned its
community.
whole genre pretty much.
Yeah.
And then the mod community just explode as well.
I was gonna say the mod community ran away with it. from what
So
I've
many
seen.
like crazy mods for Minecraft. Almost like
Yep.
Skyrim.
But yeah,
Well,
that's
that
my
too.
cheat indie game.
All right, Scotty.
Oh. I'm going through my library in a memento.
Yeah.
Skip over you and
Everyone's
come
right
back.
now racing through like, oh, God, what do
Yeah.
Come
Like,
back to you, Scotty.
I mean, would you consider Interstellar Marines an indie game though?
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
I
it's an
would,
early access indie game.
It's
I would
dead,
have
though.
to say Interstellar Marines then, just
We
because.
played literally 15 minutes of it though.
I know.
Yeah, but it's actually really good for what they've done. Like, I wish they would put more progress in it.
I mean,
What about-
if I had to have a follow up though, I'd have to say the Forest.
I was about to say, you really like
Yeah.
the forest.
Yes, Forest is very good.
Well, cannibalism.
Yay,
Go wrong with
cannibalism.
Should we tell that story?
I think
How-
we should.
Wait, you guys have a cannibalism story?
Yeah,
Who
it's
doesn't?
a
Yes.
cannibalism story. Who doesn't?
Volt, apparently.
All right,
Yeah.
who wants to tell that then?
We don't do that over here.
No, you don't do cannibalism in Britain.
No,
So who's?
we're not
I
Welsh.
think Scott needs to tell this one because
Yeah. Go on then, Scott. Tell everyone's pesky cannibalism story.
Okay, so we had just all installed the forest.
By
And
all you mean like me, you,
me, you,
Jorlin.
Avordai, Jorlin, Pesky,
Yeah, there's
and I
only a
think
few of us.
Skyjack, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, Skyjack was
Gadget
there.
came in
Was he
later.
with us the first time though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
He
yeah,
was
that's
lagging
right.
horribly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
What else is new?
Ouch.
Go on then.
So we're about an hour into everything. You know, we got a nice cabin set up. You know, civilization's coming along lovely, except for the one part we couldn't find food.
Didn't know how to get much food.
We
Yeah,
other
'cause-
past berries.
Yeah, because none of us
Yeah.
nobody looked up anything about the game or anything like that. We
Well,
just
That's how
wanted
we-
to
let
jump
me
how we
in.
stop
plays-
you there.
Well, okay, so
I kind
all
of
of
knew
us
about
like to play-
fishes.
all of us
Shut
like
up,
to play
Avordai.
survival games where we don't know how to play it at first and we learn, except for
Yeah,
Avordai, who's a cheater.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
a long time ago since I saw that video. It was only one video, and I just turned it off because I know I
Okay.
was going to be playing it one day.
You're a
Like,
cheater, Mr. Krabs.
Yep. Shut up.
So
Okay, go
yes,
on, then.
you go on.
So we're all sitting there, and I'm off doing something outside of our camp. We had fended off a few of the game's protagonists, which were cannibals for all intents and purposes. And I hear Storm, you know, what the hell, Pesky? Just at this point, those what the hell? 4 words. I've had a little bit to drink, so math
Okay,
is
then.
So
is
have
not
I.
my
I
not my
approve.
strong point. So I go back to camp to find Pesky with a dismembered corpse,
Roasting a leg on the fire.
roasting a leg on the fire, and he's holding a human arm. And the head is mounted on a stick, not 10 feet away.
Well, that was my work because I decided to help him out. It's like, plop. Here's the head.
And
Remember this day.
at this point, we go from, you know, civilized to, well, screw it, we've got all these corpses laying around.
Because at that point we had at least like 20 of them just
We
Yeah,
all
laying
just
around.
split into teams and start chopping up bodies.
Not knowing that devolving to cannibalism actually hurts you in game.
But it was a
Alright.
wild ride up until that point.
It
It
was.
was fantastic.
The second story, though, involves Jorlin and I, and that story has to be told with Jorlin here, and that's when we found the
We'll
mutant
get
babies.
to the cave story.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I haven't even been in the cave yet.
Yeah.
I've been in there.
We'll have to play
That
that
was
game
scary.
again sometime.
We
I'm
will.
gonna have to get
You
it.
should.
I was gonna say I might have to
Alright.
get it.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
I'm
All
going
right.
straight to cannibalism. I'm sorry, not joking.
Okay. Rivaldi.
Sorry,
you're in the
not
game.
sorry.
Probably on. Oh, I guess it's also going to be, since we're doing slightly survival games and with Scots, but Don't Starve Together.
Oh yeah, I love
Ooh,
those
yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I had so much fun when we were playing that for our community game
Play that
nights.
again too.
Yeah, we should.
I'll schedule one.
That.
That game's so fun.
There's a lot
I-
of mods for it now too.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I was given
Oh,
the
I'll
key
get
it for you. It's really
Skyjack,
cheap.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to toss it to me, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
fun.
toss it.
Don't
I really
starve
love Don't
together
Starve.
beta.
I suppose if we're telling stories about these games as well, sometimes.
Oh, God.
Remember what happened on? Honestly, the cheapest death we had in that game, Rivaldi.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess this whole you're talking about the rain one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
bullshit.
first off, we set up like whenever we play, we would set up our base and it was going great like normal. And I went off doing my exploring thing. Like, I'm gonna go over here, and I found like a chest. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna open this. I made it winter instantly. We were not prepared.
Like you were
for
5
it
days
at
into the
all.
game. And
So-
alert where it usually takes like 30 days to reach winter.
Yeah, so of course, you know, Jorlin and Storm were mad at me on that point.
We
But-
literally called him the Ice King for a few weeks.
But I had a nice.
Did you open the chest and Sean Bean appeared and was like, "Prepare yourselves."
No, it's more of I had a nice ice wand at that point, so.
Winter is coming. And so am
No.
I.
Oh no.
I had to bring it there, Storm. But
Yeah.
And
so
there goes the podcast.
we ended up actually surviving winter, and we were like, "This is great.
Yeah.
We did well. Nothing can stop us." And then 3 days later, the game was just sort of like, "No, you know what? You're all gonna die," and it rained frogs.
Like literal killer frogs just rained from the
What?
sky,
It rained
filled the
frogs.
base,
You could
destroyed
not
our
go
walls.
anywhere without the frogs attacking you.
I've never seen that happen in that
Yep.
game.
It's
What
like
were
it
you?
was
Were
literally
you
like we
keeping
made our
Jewish
greatest
slaves? What was
achievement.
going on?
We made our greatest achievement ever. We survived like an early winter. Like we slogged through it as well. It was so painful because we had to go through like an extra long winter because of it. So we had to go through like the full summer of winter and then a full on like actual winter.
And then somebody had to turn around and piss God off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really just like
Rivaldi.
no.
they did the rain.
I,
They did the rain dance wrong.
I did not do the rain dance wrong. I was just admiring my ice staff still. I mean, I wish I could have just frozen everything again. Would have solved
That's
so
a
many
sin.
problems. Eh.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Avordai.
Avordai is
Favorite
next.
indie game?
Is Orion Prelude indie?
Yeah.
Well, Orion Prelude.
Okay. Oh,
game's
that
great.
game.
Yeah.
This
The
section
game
of the
is
show
so
has just
bad it's
become
good.
us
I
trying
wanted
to
to,
define what an indie game is.
I didn't know which exactly I have in my library as indie, and then I figure out, well, I have Unturned, I have the Repopulation, and I have Orion Prelude.
Unturned is actually really cool.
Well, for me, it's easy because I've got a whole like section in my Steam library that says the early access games.
I
That's
haven't
directly
organized
below
my
the
stuff like that.
disappointments category, where it's abandoned early access games.
Is it so you can quickly move them from one to the other?
Yeah.
Early access straight into the disappointment.
Yep.
Where most of them go, unfortunately.
All right. Best game.
Is that Venn diagram like does that correlate massively with all EA games as well?
Sometimes.
So, I would have to say Space Pirates and Zombies.
What?
Oh, I've heard good things about that. Seraph plays it.
I adore this game so much. It's basically like,
It's only $5.
yeah, it's very cheap, and they're actually working on a second one.
Supposed to be like an over-the-shoulder shooter, yeah?
It looks like a top-down
no,
kind of space thing.
The first one, at least, is it's like top-down. There's different kinds of ships, and you can customize like your
Where
weapons
did the
and stuff.
zombies
You
come
can-
into this?
You know, I've got, hang on, I've got 45 hours in it, and I still haven't found the zombies yet. Like
It's
there's
just in the title then.
Yeah. Well, no, there are zombies in it. Like I've seen screenshots of like zombie ships and stuff like that, but I
Uh-huh.
haven't reached far enough in the story. Like I'm barely into the story because I like going around and just doing stuff and getting into fights because the combat in this game is so fun. It's literally just a flat top-down, I want to say kind of arcade style.
It looks almost like an Asteroids.
Yeah, it plays
Style.
very similar to Asteroids, where like you've got your ship and you just move like left, right, forward, and stuff like that. And then you have your different weapon types, like you got missiles and lasers and cannons, and you can collect like data and stuff, and that's your experience, and you can level up your guns, like they do more damage or they use less power and stuff like that, and you can unlock different ship frame or different ships and different weapon types and stuff like that. And you're
Mhm.
going through this story, but it randomly generates like an entire galaxy of you to go through.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just overall, it's just really fun.
It looks like it.
Is that
All
everyone
right.
now?
Well, mine now. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's certainly the one I've got the most time in. And Scott and Pesky are gonna hate me for it. DayZ
I was thinking Daisy.
Oh boy.
is
Does that
technically
even-
standalone.
Does
Not
that even
standalone,
qualify
rather.
as indie?
Because I only
Yeah,
have
of course
14
it does.
hours in standalone, and standalone is in the disappointment category. But the
Because
mod
standalone is
indie.
terrible. I will give you that. The mod, you mean the one for Arma 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really good.
and if not, then Kerbal Space Program.
I have
Oh,
Also,
yet to
have
play
any
that.
of you guys ever played or ever signed up to the Daisy RP servers?
I never tried to.
Yes.
They
Oh,
are
really?
very, very fun to play on. They give you a whole different spin to Daisy.
I
Yes.
I signed up for one that looked really good, and I haven't actually played it, so I haven't tried any of those yet.
They are well worth trying out because the fact that having an RP server gets rid of KOSing, which is probably Daisy's biggest problem, It,
Yep.
it makes you actually interact with players.
Well,
That's kind of cool.
that's if the players actually like abide by the rule.
Most
Well, yeah,
human
but
beings are dicks, so
these servers are so strictly adminized.
Yeah,
Admin.
I've seen
Admin.
like videos and
Admin.
stuff on the RP servers where like in order to kind of circumvent that rule, is like I've seen some of them where like the rule is you have to interact with people before you can shoot them, and like I've seen videos of people go up to somebody, like point a shotgun at their face, demand they drop all their stuff, and then kill them a second later before they can actually do anything.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly if that
Yeah.
was taken
So-
to an admin though.
Yeah.
I imagine
But
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
actually
I
pretty much
still
recording
really
your
like
evidence
the
all the time.
idea of having an RP server for that, because then it effectively should cancel out the kill on site.
Yep, every game has RP elements to it. Every game has an RP mode if you try hard enough, and everyone should try hard enough to put an RP element into their games.
So
Challenge
crazy
accepted.
enough. We're approaching the hour mark. So let's do one more then.
Okay.
All right.
Since yesterday was Halloween, let's do favorite horror game.
Oh boy.
I've got mine, and if
Uh,
anybody takes it, I'm gonna punch you in the dick.
Okay, so we'll start with Pesky then. Pesky, you go first, so it can't be stolen.
Fear.
Fear? Which fear?
Son of a
First
bitch.
one. The first
Yeah.
one.
I've only played 2.
Because Alma is goddamn terrifying.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it. Just I've played other games like after playing Fear, and out of the corner of my eye, like it looks like the HUD just screws up for a second, and I'll start panicking because I feel like Alma's gonna show up.
hmm
Yeah, and I played Fear when I was in my early teens as well, so like that screwed me up quite a lot. I used to like I will admit I was must have been 13, 14 completing the first Fear, and I played it at arm's length with only one of my headset cups on. And
Yep. Like I do really like, just overall though, it's not entirely an action shooter game and it's not entirely a horror game. It's a really good mix. It's just when the horror kicks in, it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I watched you stream a bit of the first one, and it's a lot more horror than Fear 2 is, because Fear 2 has bits of horror, but usually it's just a corridor shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah, and by the time you
the
get
whole
to Fear 3,
series
it's just a shooter
gradually
game.
steered more towards being a shooter, which is very disappointing.
Saying that though, Fear 1's multiplayer was also fantastic.
Yes.
I'm next.
Go on then, Never Die.
Dead Space.
Dead
One.
Space?
Yes.
I like Dead Space 1.
Oh my god, that shit was scary.
I like
I
Dead
have
Space
not
2
played
though.
any of the Dead
The
Space
first
games.
one was phenomenal.
Second one was not bad.
To be fair, all 3 was not bad. Well, except for 1, because 1 was amazing. 2 and 3 was not bad. It's just they needed a lot of work.
Two fit a certain niche, I think.
Yeah, it fit it in.
I don't know. I preferred 2 over 1.
But 1 is where everything was actually legitly scary and horrifying.
2
Yes.
had its moments towards the end of 2, when you're sitting behind all that glass and you kill the power to the administrative section, and you just watch the army walk in and overwhelm those security forces. To me, that's goddamn terrifying.
Oh yeah, that one.
My
But-
favorite thing about 2 over 1 was that 1, you're on like this space station, you're trapped there, and that's kind of cool as a concept, but I much preferred 2, where you're on like this actual civilian area, and you get like audio logs of people that are getting like overrun, and you go to the nursery.
Oh
No,
yeah.
we
Yes.
are not bringing up those mutant tentacle babies.
Yeah,
That I legitimately stopped playing the first one for like a week the first time I encountered those
It's
things.
just like the main reason I would say 1 was more horrifying is because it first came out, and then everyone played the shit out of it to the point where when 2 came out, they already knew what to do, so it wasn't scary. To like the end bits when the necromorphs overran the security, and it's like at that point, it's like, yep, I'm fucked, aren't I?
I might also be biased because I played 2 first and then 1.
Well, you came in later.
Yeah. All right, Rivaldi.
So I really don't play too many horror games. Call me pansy if you want, but I will say that in that sort of genre, it'd have to be like Doom 3.
Is Doom 3 a horror game?
Actually,
Yes.
yes.
You fight creatures from hell. I guess that would.
You
Well, it-
also can't have a flashlight and a gun. which is
Yeah, that was my
stupid.
biggest issue with that game.
See,
Uh-huh.
okay, the reason
I
why I
like-
say Doom 3 is because I played it with my brother co-op mode. We had a co-op mod for it. So
That'd
we
be
play
cool.
it in like a room together on our different computers with like the lights completely turned off and volume like turned way up.
I can imagine that being scary, given what Doom 3 is.
We ended up hating those babies. There's a lot of baby hating in this genre.
There's a lot because babies
Just to
are the
reiterate,
worst.
babies
we are
are
against child
terrifying.
abuse.
Yeah, but
Like, god damn it.
you have the tentacle babies from Dead Space, and then you have like the maggot babies
From Dead
from
Space 2.
Doom 3.
Why do humans find babies inherently terrifying?
Yes, they are.
It's
They
when
are.
you add like some sort of insect or appendage parts.
To them.
They
It's
go
Yeah.
from
like,
cute, cuddly things to, oh my god, I don't want that at all.
like, oh my god, kill it with fire. Burn it. No one needs to see this. No, I'm out that door. Sorry.
Avordai runs away from his computer.
Bye, Avordai.
I'm gonna do mine real quick, Scotty, just because mine's
Go ahead.
simple. Resident Evil 2.
Ooh.
That's
Very
my.
good choice.
Yep.
I think that's my favorite
That's-
horror game.
That's one of the
Though-
classics.
Yeah, I think that is my favorite horror game of all time. Though Silent Hill 2 is up there as well. So
I never really played the Silent Hill games or the original Resident Evils.
Neither
Because-
did I.
Silent Hill
Well,
1 and 2
Storm,
are
I
good.
was
Everything
a-
else is terrible.
I was in the same boat as you in that my parents kind of controlled what I could and couldn't play at the time. So by the time I was actually like able to play games like that, I already
Yeah.
had like a PlayStation 2 and stuff. So I never got those games.
Well, you know, Pesky, it was you who got me into Resident Evil.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I never knew what Resident Evil was, and then like I bought a PlayStation 2 so I could play something else, and you were like, you should play Resident Evil, so I bought Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation 2 off eBay. It's like, yeah, this is great.
I told you it was an awesome game.
All right, then, Scotty.
I'm gonna, y'all might laugh at me for mine, but mine
Uh-huh.
comes
My
with
Little Pony Horse Adventure.
No, that's you.
That is terrifying though.
That's also Jorlin. Anyway, mine comes with a disclaimer because it was right after my knee surgery and I was doped up on morphine.
Okay.
And I'm actually
Scott's
gonna
purple,
go.
by the way.
I'm gonna go into a little detail here and say it was the Ouroboros fight of Resident Evil 5.
Ooh.
Only because
You're going to need to explain to most of the people in here what that is.
Okay, the Ouroboros fight from Resident Evil 5. You're close to the end of the game by this point. You're on what was like a cargo ship. You're on one of Umbrella's cargo ships, and what it ended up boiling down to was you sit there futilely trying to kill this thing for about 5 minutes, and the way my friend and I did it is he was running along one of the walls and randomly hit A and opened up a storage compartment that had a what looked like a rocket launcher.
hmm
And to this day, he still gets pissed off at me because he had hit A to grab it, immediately gets smacked to the side by a tentacle, and since I was right behind him, I just walked up and nabbed it. Bear in mind,
I'm sorry.
bear in mind,
Cthulhu
I'm
don't want
high
you.
as fuck.
Yeah,
On
'cause you're right
mo-
out of knee surgery.
Yeah, I was on morphine, so I'm high. I'm sitting here. It's like I got a bazooka. I can kill the boss. And we all assumed it was just a rocket launcher. So I'm sitting there aiming at one of its weak points, and I pull the trigger, and nothing happens. And for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then Odin himself delivers his fury from the skies. And just a laser beam about as big as a Volkswagen Beetle just
My God.
slams into this thing. And then it gets really pissed. It got really displeased with us with that course of action and flung its children at us, so we had to kill little tentacle babies.
A lot of baby hate in this podcast.
There is.
Mm.
Can we change our name?
Baby hating podcast. Oh, God.
I have a very fast second story to that one. I was
Alright.
playing with another friend of mine. This was recent, though, on the PC version of it. And he has a very high twitch factor when it comes just to random movement. So we're doing the speedboat section. You're just kind of out in the African bayous. Those two words should never be used in the same sentence again. I'm sorry. But we get to this one point, we get on a dock, and we're moving. We haven't seen any enemies for a solid 15 minutes. And you know Resident Evil games, that there's always something there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we get some movement just behind this shelving unit, and my buddy just starts cursing wildly and unloading with an auto shotgun into this shelf. In pure horror comedy gold, he asks what that was, and a rooster just kind of waddles out from behind the shelf, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my god.
it's like, it's a chicken, Justin. You unloaded a full mag of auto shotty for a chicken.
Yes.
He just sat there for a minute. It was like, I'm done with this game, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm done.
That sounds like something out of Hot Fuzz or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like one of those comedy horrors.
Yeah.
All right, Volt. Your favorite horror game of all time.
Okay, bear with me on this one.
Okay.
BioShock 1.
That's not a horror game.
I could see that.
Yeah, but it's not a horror game as in there's no jump scares as such, and there's like it's
It's
not
just
like
it's atmospheric horror.
It is a
Yeah,
very
it's
creepy
psychological horror.
atmosphere, though.
I would class it as a psychological shooter.
Well, I can see that kind of.
And that's actually my thing about horror games is I very much prefer ones with really good atmosphere and everything instead of just nothing but jump scares.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
why I like
partially
Alien
why
Isolation so
fear
much.
freaks me the hell out. It sets up the atmosphere really well.
And then
Yeah.
it gives you a jump scare.
And that, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like not every time though. A lot of the times it'll just be like a shadow moves or something and your HUD just freaks out. Like it doesn't always try to terrify you.
Uh-huh.
Terrifying.
The way these games do it well is they set you up for a jump scare that never happens, and then they make a jump scare happen without any setup.
Yep,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
those are the best.
That's why I like Alien Isolation so much.
Yes.
Because you know the alien's out there, you know it's hunting you. Pesky, watching you stream that was just glorious, because you got stuck on the same section for like 2 hours.
I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to go anywhere because I heard the damn thing.
Because like you went to the door that leads you to the next area like 3 times, but every time you went there, you could hear like something in the vents and just nope the fuck out.
Yep.
Yeah, I've watched some Let's Plays of that, and it's always hilarious.
That game is brilliant because it's not like other horror games where like the enemies have like these set spots and stuff like that. Like the androids in that I think have set spots, but the alien itself just wanders around. Like it'll find you when it wants to find you.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have like one of the PlayStation camera or the Xbox whatever thing, it will hear you.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I think I had turned that feature off because I knew I would. One, I knew I would scream, and 2, my roommate was there, so I didn't want him to start screwing with it. But yeah, that's one thing I really like about the Alien game is it has the mic detection.
Do you know what
Uh-huh.
somebody needs to do? Somebody needs to mod it. So you turn the mic detection on, but make a mod of the game where you guys will watch Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where they have the xenomorph and the mini little mouth inside it as the that man.
Oh my
that
god.
guy's voice?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
They should give that voice to the alien for Alien
Oh, that would be
Isolation.
great.
When that game
And then you've got to try and not laugh.
And when that game was like first coming out, I think my cousin played it at like an expo with the Oculus Rift.
Oh no.
And he
Oh,
didn't
no.
really know what he was playing with, and at one point, because it was just like a demo thing, and he got a flamethrower, so he's like, oh man, I can go kill it. So he actually goes hunting for it, finds it, hits it with fire so it runs away. He's like, yeah, this is great. And then like a moment later, he sees it again, and the fire doesn't work, and it just killed him.
Yeah.
Because he
All right.
didn't know anything about the game. He just thought it was you are trying to go kill the alien.
and when it killed him, it was going, "Oh no!"
Oh
He ate him with his little mouth. All right then. I suppose the final segment here is how to end it. I guess all good things must come to an end. We'll do more, of course, but you know.
Oh yeah.
It's the final segment called "How to End It."
The final segment. How do we actually end this thing that we
Well,
started?
everyone
I
hates
guess we can just
Avordai.
stop recording.
It's like, yeah, everyone does hate Avordai.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it, Skyjack.
God damn it, Skyjack.
Damn it, Skyjack.
What does Skyjack do?
It's,
We're gonna
it
have
doesn't
Skyjack on the
have
next
to
one, it's
do
gonna be great.
anything.
No, it's just Skyjack. It's
We're gonna
you
have
actually
Skyjack
just
on the
say
next
straight
one.
up
That's gonna be
goddamn-
great.
Oh, okay. I'm still new to this goddamn Skyjack thing.
How?
We've been
Because
doing this
I
for like ever.
You guys have, not me.
That's your
Uh,
problem.
Yeah, Avordai's not a dick.
You don't realize it, but before you and everyone here, if something went wrong in your life, in the back of your mind, some part of your brain was just going, "God damn it, Skyjack."
See, even Volt gets it.
Yep. And Bolt almost never interacts with Skyjack.
Beautiful.
You don't
That's not-
interact with
That makes it
anyone.
sound like I'm a terrible person. It's not by choice. It's just what happened to be in really different time zones.
Yeah. So next time we'll have Skyjack on, and that'll be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna be so mean.
Nah,
Internet will call you
We'll be
bully.
civilized.
disclaimer: Skyjack's actually a decent guy.
He is. It's just we very
Just-
much enjoy hating on
He
him.
is just.
He's gonna listen to this
God
as
damn
well.
it.
It's gonna be horrible.
He is. It's gonna be great.
He's gonna hear all of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Skyjack.
Hi, Skyjack.
From the past.
Ooh, time travel.
Until next time, guys, remember, Minecraft is an indie game.